The class location is virtual. We'll be doing Skype calls until we meet in Montreal. You have my email, you have my work phone, you have my cell phone, you have my Skype name, so that those are all very good ways to contact me. Okay, so I've laid out the course rationale and the course objectives. This is a very hands-on course. How to grow a business, how to develop new sources of revenue, or reputation-enhancing initiatives in the clean tech sector for companies. New business development is usually not taught very much in MBA programs, and so this is a different kind of course. So basically, let's go to the deliverables, which are under the grades section, and I'll talk about that, and then I'll go back to the modules. The deliverables. Every MBA student wants to know, what are the deliverables? I've called something the preliminary submission, which is an outline of your project, and that's due in 1 month's time, March 14th. That is the working plan that will guide you through the next two courses, the 6180, 6190. And for our French Canadian students, they're just doing 2 courses in all. That preliminary submission is a work plan. This is the plan for your work with the NAFTA company that your team will be working with. So it's a definition of the project, a definition of your contribution. This is something that takes a lot of time to do a good job, and it takes good communication skills, etc. So like everything we do, we'd like to share these on a weekly basis by uploading them to our wiki. So as you start to define the opportunity with the company and the project, you will want to be posting that onto the wiki. The second part is the managing interface with the client, and that is a weekly report posted to the wiki. So we have 3 companies that are 90% to 100% committed to doing the project with a NAFTA MBA team. That's Bombardier in Mexico City, Querétaro, Cooper, which is in Querétaro, and Walmart Mexico, which is in Mexico City. And they each have their own projects that they're working on. So after today's class, we'll start the process of dividing up, forming the teams and dividing up the projects amongst the 3 teams. And managing the interface with the client is weekly reports posted to the wiki by your team that show us where are you at in terms of your contacting the client, securing commitment, defining the project, submitting, draft proposal, etc. So in order to do this, we need the team development piece. So we need a documentation of team development. So the very first step is identifying who the team members will be. I'd like to make sure all teams are include Canadian-based, US-based, and Mexican-based team members as much as we can. We presently have 3 team members from Montreal. I believe we have 3 team members from San Diego campus. We have 1 Mexican team member at the moment, but UDLA, Universidad de las Americas in Puebla, is in the process as we speak of recruiting members, students for the courses, and they should be joining us shortly. So we'll have to create provisional teams, and what I'm going to suggest is that we have Sophia, James, and Yvonne as team heads for the time being until we get everyone in place. Just to shepherd the process of forming the team. Okay, and so that team development, I want to have that documented. Who are your team members? Have you established some rules of the road? Have you dealt with some of the cultural, a big part of this program and this understanding will be the cultural dimension of interfacing with virtual teams in different countries, and eventually with face-to-face as we go through the travel. So all of that needs to be documented, and some of that can be done in, the postings to the wiki. Maybe sometimes it would end up being a video blogging type of thing, or just a general blogging. So the first three are team grades. So 30% for the preliminary submission, 25% for interfacing with client, 25% team development, and then I put a 20% for class participation, which is the Skype calls, the blogs, the wiki posts, the comments on others, just seeing that you're active in getting your voice in there and interacting with the members outside of your team as well as inside of the team. Okay? So